with which I
No
fully
Social
agree.
Security cuts, no commission to cut Social Security.
How about
tax
to raise
the
how about to
ultra
raise
wealthy.
taxes? How about to raise
no,
taxes? How about
Tax
to
the
raise
ultra
taxes?
wealthy.
How about to raise
no
taxes for
Social
Social
Security
Security?
cuts.
You against that
no
too?
Social Security death panel commission.
What staff do you want?
No, I'm here with
I think our
Social Security
gentleman-
Works. My
I
name's
think the
Alex
gentleman will
Lawson.
be-
No Social Security cuts. We don't need a smoky back room to cut Social Security benefits. No Social
just
Security
suspend,
cuts.
folks.
Hi, Senator. How are you? Good to see you again. No Social Security cuts. No smoky
shows up
backroom
regularly.
deal to cut benefits. Tax the ultra wealthy.
Well, let's just say goodbye to our friend.
Social Security has nothing to do with the deficit. Social Security is totally funded by the payroll tax levied on employer and employee. If you reduce the outgo of Social Security, that money would not go into the general fund to reduce a deficit. It would go into the Social Security Trust Fund. So Social Security has nothing to do with balancing a budget or erasing or lowering the deficit.
Elon Musk just said that Social Security is paying benefits to people who are 150 years old. Sounds crazy, right? That's because it is, but the real problem is that people actually believe it. This is just the latest example of powerful people spreading nonsense to make you think Social Security is filled with fraud, waste, and abuse. And guess what? It's working. Misinformation like this makes it easier for politicians to justify cutting your benefits, especially for disabled people who rely on SSDI and SSI just to survive. Here's the truth. Social Security is one of the most well-run programs in the entire federal government. It has a fraud rate of less than a percentage of 1%, but every time someone like Musk spreads garbage claims, more people start believing that the system is broken, when in reality, the biggest problem is how hard it already is to get benefits, especially for disabled people. Millions of disabled Americans fight for years just to prove that they're sick enough to qualify. They go through endless medical exams, rejections, appeals, and sometimes even die waiting. And yet the media is worried about fake 150-year-olds collecting checks. Do fraud cases exist? Yes, I've talked about some of them on here before, but they're very rare. And when they happen, Social Security actually catches them. What we should be talking about is the real fraud. Politicians and billionaires using fake scandals to make you think that cutting benefits is the answer. Don't fall for it. Share this video, push back, because the next time they talk about fixing Social Security, they might be talking about cutting your benefits.
Government's one big pyramid scheme, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, you can tell me better than anybody.
Social Security is the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time.
Right, explain that.
Oh, so well, people pay into Social Security, and the money goes out of Social Security immediately. But the obligation for Social Security is your entire retirement career. So you're paying with you're paying like if you look at the future obligations of Social Security, it far exceeds the tax revenue. Far. Have you ever looked at the debt clock?
Yes.
Okay. There's our present day debt, but then there's our future obligations. So when you look at the future obligations of Social Security, the actual national debt is like double what people think it is because of the future obligations. So basically people are living way longer than expected. And there are fewer babies being born. So you have more people who are retired and that live for a long time and get retirement payments. So the future obligations. So however bad the financial situation is right now for the federal government, it will be much worse in the future. At the risk of being a buzzkill here.
Did you see...
So we better fix what we've got right now, because if it's bad now, it's going to be much worse in the future.